This is the most common conversation we're having when an organization is questioning whether or not they should be replatforming. I think many businesses find themselves stuck with these outdated digital platforms, and they end up creating all sorts of inefficiencies. And these systems often end up bringing along a host of issues like old technology, poor integrations, security gaps. All these things can really slow down a company's ability to innovate and ultimately limit flexibility, which drives up your maintenance costs and makes it tougher to adopt, the latest trends in technology. Old technology really can be a major roadblock, keeping businesses from being agile and responsive and proactive to new opportunities and the way the market continues to shift. And with this lack of flexibility, it really can stifle your creativity and increase the need for additional resources to maintain old processes. Older platforms tend to struggle when it comes to keeping up with the latest security measures, and that can become costly not only to upgrade and maintain, but also if you don't do anything about it, it can be a huge cost to you as well if you wait for the inevitability of a potential cybersecurity threat for your current organization. Inefficiencies ultimately impact your growth. Companies may find it hard to stay competitive if they can't meet modern customer expectations, leading to lost market share. So scaling operations becomes a challenge when you're dealing with these clunky legacy systems, keeping businesses from seizing growth opportunities. One of our clients, a mid-sized B2B company, were stuck with this outdated digital platform with an integration that clearly was not working the way they wanted to. It was leading to very slow operations, a ton of manual work, very high maintenance costs. That's not where we want to see our customers spending their time and energy with Brilliance. We don't want to be the maintenance organization. We want to help organizations innovate their digital and find opportunities to grow through that avenue. We sat down and came up with a really solid game plan to revamp their digital strategy. We created kind of an MVP approach on how we were going to take this in phases and make sure that not only were we establishing the opportunities that were going to drive growth early for them up front and then innovate on it over time so that the total cost of ownership for this solution wasn't going to be super daunting out the gate. But we also wanted to make sure that we were implementing the things that they needed to see immediately. We swapped out their old systems for a more cutting edge digital commerce solution and shifted them to a cloud-based infrastructure that allowed them to boost their scalability and flexibility. We implemented a seamless solution that got all of their systems talking to each other across the organization. Just really those two things alone were transformational for their organization. What we've been hearing is that their customer satisfaction and their internal satisfaction has just drastically shot up because of those more automated processes and things happening faster, more personalized service, bumping up their customer retention rates. We beefed up their digital platform, made them a stronger competitor in the market. They're set up to continue to innovate even further beyond what they were doing as an organization digitally prior to the transition.
At Brilliance, we're super excited about what the future holds for digital transformation. We see it as this journey full of endless possibilities where technology can really unlock potential for a lot of businesses in the mid-market space. We're all about leading the charge in the space for our B2B mid-market organizations because constantly pushing that envelope with innovative solutions is ultimately what gets us excited about helping businesses excel in a digital first world. We're all about being flexible and looking for ways to improve. And we understand that the tech world moves fast and staying on top of it is an investment that a lot of organizations can't make. And that's why we like to make that investment for you. So by adopting these cutting edge technologies, we're set on providing solutions that not only tackle today's challenges, but also prepare our clients for what's going to happen next. This way, businesses can continue to use the advancements that we're helping them create to grow and continue to become more efficient. When we talk about what's going to happen next in digital transformation, we're all about putting our clients first and looking for solutions to the problems that our customers are currently experiencing. And we believe that understanding their specific needs is truly the secret sauce to delivering the impactful solutions that we're creating. Our aim is to make digital transformation more digestible, navigable for our customers. We envision a future where businesses of every size can tap into technology to achieve additional success or grow beyond where they're currently at as an organization. By fostering this culture of innovation and learning, we're dedicated to guiding our clients through a difficult digital transformation maze and helping them reach new heights to achieve their goals. We've got a well thought out approach to help businesses smoothly transition from outdated systems to cutting edge solutions. One of our go-to strategies within that transition plan is a phased implementation approach. By breaking the transition into smaller bite-sized steps, we can make sure that your day-to-day operations continue to stay on track without creating any issues. This gradual approach helps your team get comfortable with the changes that you're making while also addressing any potential issues that come up throughout that process. When it comes to the technology side of things, we're all about replacing clunky old systems with more modern, efficient technology that's ultimately going to boost performance and set the stage for future growth. This way, we're staying on top of your organization and making sure that they're equipped with the tools needed to drive the efficiency that organizations or your customers are looking for in today's digital world. We ensure all of your systems are connected seamlessly, which ultimately improves the communication and data flow across your organization, and going back to breaking down those silos and ramping up efficiency across the board. We prioritize minimizing downtime and making sure that we're maximizing your productivity. So our strategies not only enhance the operational efficiency, but also build a solid platform for ongoing innovation. In the end, businesses come out, in our opinion, more agile, ultimately more competitive, and ready to tackle whatever gets thrown their way in the future. Top red flags, I would say, for an organization who might be experiencing digital inefficiencies and they're not 100% certain. If you are constantly hearing from your customers that they're dissatisfied with their digital solution that you're providing them, obviously, I think that is an indicator that you are experiencing some digital inefficiencies that are affecting your business. I think on the other side of that too, if you aren't doing the research, you're not asking those questions, and your solution isn't getting used the way you want it to be used, it's in the same bucket, but it's also a red flag in terms of you may have some digital platform inefficiencies. I think another big red flag is poor integration between systems, and ultimately that would come down to how many processes of yours are manual. You should be able to have a fair amount of automated processes. Anytime you need to add human hands into a process, I think are red flags. You're always going to potentially have issues. You're always going to have bugs that need to be fixed. But if you see an increased amount of time being spent on bug fixes versus actual digital innovation, or you can't recall the last time that you went ahead and did customer research and created a new feature because you're so inundated with bug fixes, I think that's another red flag for a digital inefficient solution. Brilliance helps organizations turn these clunky digital systems into efficient, high-performing platforms in a variety of ways. We offer a range of services tailored to fit each client's unique needs, ensuring a smooth transition and maximizing the potential of your digital infrastructure. Central to our approach is really our strategic consulting. We dive very deep into understanding the specific challenges that your business is facing, and we truly customize plans for your transformation. We are a huge believer in this concept of trust through healthy conflict, and we may come to the table and say to you, here are the areas that we've gone ahead and pinpointed that we believe that make the most sense for your organization right now. And you may push back and say, we would rather see you guys focus on the following areas. And that
point right there is where there might be some friction, but we use that friction then to drive really healthy conversation and come up with a collaborative game plan on how we're going to make the best solution possible. Because at the end of the day, we believe that our best ideas come when both organizations are kind of pushing against each other, trying to find that sweet spot right there in the middle. I think Brilliance's ability to integrate solutions and create that seamless digital ecosystem and truly boost the idea of scalability and flexibility is really our true sweet spot as an organization.